Hey y'all, it's Lindsey. I have recently applied a CGM and I'm using the Nutrisense program to try out a whole bunch of different things to determine whether or not they are effective for my benefit or my detriment on a keto-friendly way of life. So join me today as I try some different things. So far today, I've already had black coffee. I think I had 3 cups of black coffee, and then I also made myself one of the Performance Gains Energized Reds. I made 1 serving of this in hot water, which for me is the best way to have this. It is so delicious as a tea. I also added in my iodine drops, which I take on a daily basis. I have a 20% solution here. I don't think this one is on Amazon. I bought it directly from Lugel's website. I think J. Crow has a 2% solution that is really good on Amazon. And I've been checking my blood sugars, but we'll get to that at the end of this video. So stick around to see what happens to my glucose with the variety of different things that I eat today. Here is lunch today. Technically, this is breakfast because I am going to be breaking my fast. I am so ravenous right now. I have my not quite carnivore tortillas right here. I have a video showing you how I use those. In my video, I use the chicken flour from Carnivore Crisps. Today, I decided to use the grass-fed beef. I do have a link in my description box below if you are interested in that. Using the beef flour made these look a little more whole wheat-esque, which is kind of fun. I put a bit of my homemade mayonnaise on each of my wraps, and then I added some turkey and some ham. I use the Hormel Naturals brand for that. I have 2 total slices of the pepper jack cheese from Sargento and a tiny bit of some romaine lettuce that I shredded up. I'm also going to have some English cucumbers, and then I have homemade ranch right here that I will be dipping those in. And can I just tell you, I have become obsessed with this flavor of bubbly. It is literally my favorite flavor. It's just bubbly. There is no, I don't know why I'm not focusing. Here, let's see. Just bubbly. No flavoring. I absolutely love that. Ugh, it's so good. Okay, that's going to be my lunch today, and we'll see how the blood sugar fares. Fun fact, the grass-fed beef flour in this is so good. Oh my word, it's not quite as neutral as the chicken flour is, but my stars, it makes for an excellent wrap. Look at that, it's so tasty. And I did measure out my my homemade ranch. I got 30 grams of that. My goodness, hold the camera steady, Lindsey. And I'm dipping everything in it. It's great. It's almost 3 o'clock. So I had lunch, what was it, at like 1 o'clock. And technically it was breakfast. It filled me up so beautifully. And the reason I think was because it had so much protein to it that my body felt satisfied in a way that it doesn't feel satisfied when I'm lacking in protein. I often struggle to balance between protein and fat, and I wind up usually just saying, forget trying to balance it, just eat all the protein and all the fat and get rid of the carbs. And, you know, so here we are. Here we are. I'm not starving. I do want coffee though. I want decaf coffee. I'm going to brew a cup of black decaf coffee and sip on that. I just like the idea of something nice and warm on my throat without having all the extra floofy things. So black coffee coming at me. End of the evening, we ate dinner, and I had leftover enchiladas. They were chicken enchiladas with a red sauce and some cheese. I had some sauteed squash and some fried cabbage along with that. After that, we had to go run some errands, so I made an Element hot chocolate, basically. Element chocolate packet, a little bit of heavy cream. It was delightful, and it's gotten a lot chillier outside right now, so it was very comforting to have that with me. And we also went on a walk. We did 1.2 miles, 1.29 miles, something in that realm, and that sort of helped to lower my blood sugar. Always a good thing. And I don't know if I'm gonna have anything more. Stay tuned and we'll find out. Here's my evening snack. I made a little yogurt situation here with 2 of the Too Good yogurt cups, and each one has 12 grams of protein. So that's about 24 grams right there. I'm really hungry, which is why I decided on 2. I mixed in a single serving of the strawberry keto collagen from Perfect Keto. Strawberry is literally my favorite flavor from them. So good. Mixed it all up and then added 1 serving of the honey nut cereal from Perfect Keto. And I'm going to eat that. It's going to be delightful. I do have links in my description box below for Perfect Keto and for Element and all of the things. So if you are interested in supporting my channel, I would love for you to check out those links down below. Here is my glucose chart for the entire 24 hours of June 8th. So from midnight all the way through 11:45 p.m. And I'm not too pleased with this. Most of my numbers are above 90 and kind of just like bouncing around there close to the upper 90s into the low hundreds. That's never exciting for me. But I do think that a lot of that is correlated with the fact that I have been sick and I've been taking more supplements than I normally would. I haven't been sleeping very well, which is always a problem for me. And I just haven't really felt awesome. So I think my body is definitely trying to battle the garbage that I've got going on. And I think that is a main contributor to my numbers not being satisfactory to me. Now with the Nutrisense app, I love that we can combine different things like meals and drinks along with notes and exercise. You can even add in your blood pressure numbers. If you do blood ketones, you can add those numbers in and they all show up as points on this graph. Each of the little red dots is when I consumed food, and the blue dot is an exercise. That's when I did the walk. So overall, it gives you a lot of opportunities to really assess what you're doing and keep track of those things, because it's really easy to think, I'll remember exactly when I ate the last time, and then you get busy with life and you forget about it. So anyway, that is my glucose chart. Obviously that peak at 122 was a little bit unnerving, but that was within the first 2 hours of me waking, so it is attributed to dawn phenomenon. That 117 is after I had had my energized reds, so that was within the 2-hour time period of having the energized reds, so there was a peak, and then it came back down within the 2 hours, giving me a perfect score for that. Every single meal that I had got a perfect score of 10 on the app, except for black coffee in the afternoon. It got a 9. So I'm going to scroll through all of my numbers here for the day and sort of give you an idea of just how many pieces of data you are given and how exact it can be. It's so handy. You do need to calibrate these. You can use a blood monitor to do that. I use my ForaCare in order to make sure that I am calibrated properly. And so far, my Fora 6 Connect, actually it's the Advanced Voice ForaCare model, it has said exactly what my CGM says. So it's really handy that we can calibrate these things to, as long as you've got some sort of external monitor to do that. Thanks for hanging out with me today as I shared how my blood sugar fared on my CGM and using the Nutrisense program. There are tons of links in my description box down below if you are interested in any of those products that I've used or would like more information. Also, I would love to join you in my not quite carnivore tortilla recipe right over here on your screen and share with you how I made these amazing tortillas. I'll see you there.